9-month-old baby that died. And the way she died was at the hands of her mother's boyfriend. I'm going to go ahead and roll the clip.
Hey, good evening, everyone, and thank you for staying up with us. Well, we begin tonight with the shocking and disturbing death of a baby in Richland that has got our community shaken, and we do want to warn you, elements of this story are very graphic.
The story is not just disturbing because a little girl is now dead, but also because doctors found severe trauma to her vagina. Francis Watson spoke exclusively to the baby's father in tonight's Big Story.
James Reedy can't believe his baby girl is gone.
She was very bright. And I'm not just meaning intelligence. It was her smile, or her innocence.
9-month-old Serenity was his 4th child with his estranged wife, Jennifer. Serenity's mom had full custody, and James says it made him nervous that she allowed men he didn't know around their little girl.
To have the marriage dissolve like it did, and then something like this happened, especially with another male counterpart, that's the part that hurts the most.
Still, James is shocked at the circumstances surrounding his little girl's death. Court papers say the baby suffered severe trauma to her vagina. Police wouldn't call it rape since that's a legal charge, but a doctor who examined the baby's body found massive damage to her genital region. She also had skull fractures. Serenity's mom found her baby dead in her crib on Friday morning. She also couldn't find her boyfriend, 36-year-old Jose Aguilar. He was missing along with her car and all the money in her purse. Jennifer got Aguilar on the phone at one point. He told her he was in Oregon. Court papers say Aguilar also spoke to a Richland officer and told her that the baby had fallen off a couch. Police say the injuries to the baby didn't match that story.
He said that he knew Serenity had died, and he said he was currently in Oregon but was en route back to the Tri-Cities.
It appears that Mr. Aguilar was on a way to flee to Mexico, and that if we didn't get the charges filed on Saturday night, he would not be kept in custody in Barstow.
The phone call allowed officers to trace Aguilar to a Greyhound bus in Southern California. Officers quickly moved in and arrested him. He was charged with manslaughter. Prosecutor Andy Miller says that could change as the investigation continues. Aguilar is being held on $1 million bail and due in a California court on Tuesday. Bringing him back to Benton County will be decided then. But that won't bring back James's little girl.
I want justice. I think if somebody has the capability to do something like that to a 9-month-old baby, then the penalty should be swift, and it should be very, very stern.
Francis Watson, Action News.
Well, to get all sides of this story, we tried speaking to the baby's mother, Jennifer Reedy, and she was not at the home she shared with Aguilar in a Richland trailer park off Stevens Drive. To read the court papers on this story, you can find them on our website, keepertv.com, and like other elements of this story, we do want to warn you, they are very graphic.
Did you really hear what that boyfriend did? And his father, he is distraught about his child. Now, he said he was concerned because this mother was bringing strange men around his daughter. And that's not the only woman that did it, because there's a good amount of women that do the same thing in this country. Doesn't matter the race. I ain't talking about no specific group like you think I talk about every single time I make a video. Everything I talk about ain't centered around black women. It's more than just black women that do that sort of thing. Bringing men around, bringing around thugs, bringing around men that got criminal records. Some of them is sex offenders, domestic abusers, but you're bringing around your kids. And how can you sit there and let some man stay around your child? You don't know this man. That's not the child's father, but yeah, you let this man you fooling with stay in the house with your 9-month-old baby. Are you crazy? Yeah, this woman did it. And this man was sitting up here raping a 9-month-old baby. This baby dead. And this father don't have his child anymore. I mean, this is the fear a lot of men have when you wonder about what kind of men that your ex-woman is going to bring around your child. Because that 9-month-old wasn't at an age to say, hey, Dad, this is going on, and this guy doing this. She couldn't say nothing. She was 9 months old. And this is why men, we must try our best to pick the best woman we can pick. Because it goes back to us as well, too. We pick women, and sometimes we got to deal with the consequences. And men, we got to get better women. We got to look into these women. Stop looking at the outer appearance of a woman. Start looking into who she is as a human being. I know that's hard for us as men sometimes to do that, but we got to do that. Because, you know, if we make a baby with a woman, and you know what I'm saying? I mean, that child is, you know, is precious to you. And you don't want nothing to happen to your child behind, you know, this woman. Because some of these women can't stand to be by themselves. And what they don't realize, them being single mothers, they man repellent to a point. Because a man see this woman walking around with kids, like, I don't deal with that female with her kids. But some of these men that go into situations who's rapists and pedophiles and don't mind going into the situation. They don't have no kids, but they like to touch people's kids. They don't know who these guys are. They don't even run their background or anything. They don't do nothing. But they bring these guys around their kids. And look at what happens when you have a woman just bringing a man, strange man, around her child. She lost her child. And she got to deal with that a whole lot more than her father got to deal with it. Don't be bringing them strange men around your kids. You could date all the men you want. Just keep them away from your kids. But I don't know what y'all think about it. Hit me up in the comments, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and for more news stories, subscribe to Advice Show Throwbacks. Kids from different dudes. And you happy with this chick. And people are looking at you like, what is wrong with you, man? Let me tell you something. Men, your guys, your family-oriented guys, the guys that actually want children, you know, all this other stuff and want to stay with you. You will